Was geht, meine lieben Freunde, euer Nuli und herzlich willkommen zu einem neuen Haus der Fata Morgana Requiem für Innocence Let's Play. Wir sind heute in dem 6. Let's Play angelangt, meine lieben Freunde. Und ja, letztes Mal, letztes Mal hatten wir so diesen Swordsfight gegen diesen Requiem, Alter. Und ja, diesmal wollen wir gehen auf die Barrikaden.
Basically. War krass vom Requiem geplottet mit den Schwertern. Ich dachte, du willst mir nur.
By the way, gerade off-topic, aber wenn es weiter so Bock macht, ich sag ehrlich, drauf Gott, dann safe so meine Top 10 Manga.
Ja.
Das ist echt nice. Ich hab gerade so ein Sechstel oder so gelesen. Anyways, let's go, Freunde. Once I had Gretchen on board, it was remarkable how quick the rest of the slaves were to join. So.
Wir gehen auf die Barrikaden.
Yeah, let's go. They knew him. They respected him. And that respect went a long way toward improving my own standing. As far as they were concerned, I had fought great and managed to hold my own. And the big man was right. It wasn't a clever plan or a moving speech these people needed to put the light back in their eyes. It was a show of strength. Over the next few days, as Barnier and his guests indulged themselves, word of the plan quietly spread beneath the surface. Ich muss auch überlegen, so nebenbei ist gerade einfach Morgana die ganze Zeit so am aufgefleischt werden, ne?
Ja.
I started to see signs of life for the first time since I arrived.
Ich habe übrigens jetzt gesehen, warum es wichtig war, sozusagen die Sub-Episodes vorzuspielen, weil man die spielen muss, um etwas freizuschalten, was nach der Main Story kommt und was sozusagen das Ende ist, glaube ich. Und es wäre halt besser für den Flow, wenn man das davor spielt, damit man hier das direkte Momentum mitnimmt, um das zu spielen.
Okay, schön. Ja, das ist immer ein bisschen blöd bei Visual Novels, man müsste immer so einen Guide schauen, aber ich will auch nicht da so gespoilert werden. Zum Beispiel, da könnte sein, also, mir fällt jetzt kein Beispiel ein, aber zum Beispiel, du kannst dich entscheiden, ich weiß nicht, ob sowas jetzt mal gab oder so, aber nimm das Messer oder nicht zum Beispiel, so irgendwie sowas, weißt du,
ja.
Und dann kannst du dir schon denken, so, dass es irgendwas sowas gibt.
Ja, stimmt.
Das ist ja ein bisschen blöd. Ja. Naja. The majority of the slaves were emaciated and weak. There was a good possibility the guards would kill many of them. Ich weiß gar nicht, ob es bei diesem Game hier Choices gibt. Also beim Main Game. Es gab Choices bei Happily Ever After, aber es war nur so zum Joke.
Jetzt gab's keine.
But still, I urge on any who hesitated by saying, if you choose to stay, you're guaranteed to be killed eventually. It was true, to be sure, but in essence, I was threatening them, help or be left behind to die. And that was enough to convince them to grab onto the thread of hope I was offering, however frail it may be. We chose the 13th day of the banquet to commence the revolt. Waiting until almost the end of the party's usual 2-week duration gave us a slight tactical advantage. Naturally, Barnier's guests did not attend without their own protection. But after being made to watch over almost 2 weeks of debauchery, the guards would start getting exhausted. They would stop caring. And that was exactly what we needed.
Hey there, Jacobo. Everything's good to go on my end. We can give Lord Astor what's common weather year ready.
Than ever. Thank you, Lord Arthur guy. I appreciate all your help.
Oh there, kid. Save the thanks for after we get out of here with our heads still attached.
Ha, fair enough. Oh, then how about this? If you both survive, I'll take you to the best pub in the slums.
As long as there's pretty ladies, count me in.
There's one I can introduce you to if you don't mind, you girls. Headstrong and with a little bit of a bite. So, Maria.
Tough and pretty, now that I can get behind. I spent so long surrounded by all these half-dead drones that I could sure stand for some good-natured abuse right about now.
Good-natured might be a bit of a stretch. Rub it the wrong way and you'll find yourself short a pair of jewels.
Coney.
Ja, das war sogar drauf hier aufs Amazon Daily.
I think I'll pass on that one then. I don't care how much of a looker she is, I ain't ready for her to be my last. How about this then? I tell you what I'm looking for and you have someone picked out for me by the time this is all over. Flexible on the looks, but slender and short are a must. Meaty girls aren't really my type. Blonde hair and blue eyes are a plus, but it ain't a deal break. And I like him to be a bit.
Slow down there. You've got your head way too far in the clouds if you think you're going to find your ideal wife at the Brooklyn slums.
Hey now, how do you expect me to give this my all without something to look forward to on the other side?
Jenseits der Mauern. I suppose it is a decent motivator.
See, you get me, haha. Boah, ich hab das schon mal gesagt, aber Jacobos Design erinnert mich an ihn.
Ja. Now, out of business. Ich wollte noch sagen, das hat der Jacobo, glaube ich, erwähnt, als er so seine Story erzählt hat in Door 8, ja. Dass so seine ganzen Freunde ihn dann gehatet haben, weil er halt nur da oben war, aber er hat im Long Run das gesehen und wahrscheinlich Gretchen dann auch. Und das, vielleicht war es er, der ihn assassinaten wollte, ne? Das gibt ja, kann sein. Mal schauen, was wir jetzt sehen. Ready to do this?
I've been ready, kid. Just waiting for the word.
That's about as good an answer as I could have hoped for. Okay. Before we begin, I want to go over the plan one last time. After you've secured weapons from the armory, you take command of the other slaves and go open the gates. While you're doing that, I'll signal my people outside and cause a diversion. As long as we don't make too much noise, the Lord and the other nobles shouldn't realize anything is amiss until we are on top of them. As soon as the gates are open, you head for the great hall where we'll rendezvous. We crash the party, and while the Lord and his friends are distracted, my people will lead the slaves to safety.
And then we swipe up all the shiny things we can carry and get our asses the high hell out of there.
Right. Can't forget the valuables.
Huzzah! I'm getting all sort of fired up. Don't you trip and fall on some guard's sword before we even get to start our fun, you hear me?
Ha, same to you. Well then, let's get going. May fate be on our side.
Damn right.
Goddamn right. Geile Perspektive.
Hogwarts Welt, steht die Einzelne, das ist Hogwarts.
Ja. Hey! Oder?
Hey! What do you think you're doing? You're not supposed to be here. Get back to... Stay back. Don't make me kill you.
Was für ein Bum.
Wait! Stop!
Ja, die Musik. You're up. Come and draw your bloody cards already.
Don't rush me, I'm thinking...
On with it. It's almost lunch.
If I hold this and throw away these, ich spiele so Karten, then I could...
Christ. Hmm? Hear that? Sounds like something's happening downstairs.
Quit trying to distract me. I ain't letting you run off with a pot like last time.
No, I'm serious. Something's going on down there.
It's probably just a slave getting beat. How are you not used to that by now?
I don't know, something feels off to me. I'm gonna go check it out. And don't even think about messing with the cards while I'm gone.
I won't. Hurry back. Ain't no bonus for giving the rats arse. So it beats me what he's so eager about. God, I wish I couldn't gotten hired at a place that paid a little better. Am I seeing things? I swear I just saw something move. You! On the wall! Get down from there! What do you think you're doing? You're not supposed to be up Put the knife away before I...
You're up here playing cards, and you have the nerve to call yourself a guard? I expect the resistance to be light, but not this bad. I should take care of this and get out of here before the other one returns. It's amazing how much better a knife feels in my hands than a sword. So much easier to handle. Though it's not much help if they manage to draw on me first. Maybe I'll ask Requiem to teach me how to use the sword if we both make it through the day. I hate the idea of giving him any more reason to claim superiority over me, but I can't think of anyone better than him. Keeping an eye on my surroundings, I climbed up onto the watchtower. I could hear shouting in the distance. It seemed Requiem was doing his job. I pulled a brightly colored cloth from my pocket and affixed it to the highest point in the tower. As it began flipping in the wind, I turned my attention toward a hill in the distance. A group of tiny dots emerged from behind a rock formation, heading this way. I let out a sigh of relief. Next up, time to make some noise.
Wir gehen auf die Barrikaden.
Ich habe gelernt, meine Fuß zu zerdrücken.
Du...
Drück nicht mehr meine Wut. Backup, we need backup. The slaves are revolting.
Revolting? Are you serious? What do you think you're carrying that damn sword for? You shouldn't need backup, just put them down!
Yes, but there's too many of them. And they're not messing around either, they're stampeding right through us. They don't care how many of them die. So. And one of them is practically a giant.
Oh, quit pissing yourself about a bunch of damn slaves. Who cares how big one of them is? They're not armed, just... B?
Behind you.
Huh?
Und
Er steht direkt hinter mir, oder?
was? Oh, yeah.
Das ist so ein Meme, einfach so Marvel-Dialog. Also, weißt du? He's right behind me, isn't he? Weißt du? Also, das ist hier echt einfach nur ein Meme. Sorry to disappoint you, but we are armed. Maybe I should consider posting another couple guards in front of your armory.
Ich hab echt Bock auf nächstes Spider-Verse und Spider-Man. Eek! There he is. Was? There he is.
Come on, little man. Let's see what you got. Sure. You're no fun. Anywho, so talking about this.
Ja, will mal kämpfen.
Get these gates open, boys.
Ja!
Oh, I take it they're Jacobo's people. I take it those are Jacobo's people. Kid actually did his job instead of booking it the hell out of here. Good on him. Of course, that's exactly what I was gonna do if I didn't see his people when we opened the gates. Guess he actually is good for his word. Which means I'm sticking through to the very end. Hey, take out as many of the bastards as you can on the way in. And be thorough. We want a clean escape, and we don't want to give him another chance to surround us. Keep at it. Don't let him get organized. If we fuck this up the ass pipe, it's the gallows for all of us.
Okay.
If you need a weapon, grab a rock, a vase, a fucking decapitated head, anything you can find.
Und dann mit dem Kopf so schlagen.
Yeah.
Gretchen, how are things progressing?
Move as a baby's behind. The reinforcements here making the right good work of the guards as getting as many slaves out as they can.
Dieser Vergleich,
Ja.
Move as Babies fan. I'm glad to hear it, immer die Jojo-Vergleiche auch.
Mhm.
Then let's head down to the Great Hall.
Aye, let's. I'd like nothing more than to rip the Lord's head right off his shoulders.
The point is not to kill the Lord. It's to deal just enough of a blow that he stops throwing so many damn banquets. For now, anyway.
And what if I trip and my sword just happens to run him through?
I'd rather you didn't. If it's all possible, but whatever happens, happens.
Hey, alright, let's do this.
Den so aus Versehen töten.
Ja.
Yeah! Is it just me, or is it unnaturally noisy in there? Did some of the others beat us to it, maybe?
First, I know we're the first ones here.
Well, I guess we'll find out. On the count of 3. 1, 2, 3! Chaos reigned over the manor. But the chaos in the hall, where the Lord huts, his banquet was of a slightly different flavor. A buzz filled the room. Nobleman and woman murmured, shuffling backwards, putting distance between each other, tossing goblets to the ground. As Gratian had suspected, we were the first ones there. So why was everyone so tense, having Morgana? Whatever the cause of the disturbance, it seemed it was at least partially to thank for things proceeding so smoothly. The question is, what is happening here? Out of the corner of my eye, I caught sight of the Lord. He stumped over toward the far end of the hall. Sitting atop the makeshift altar was the same young girl I had seen a week prior. For a brief moment, relief came over me at the knowledge she was still alive. But that relief quickly morphed into dread.
You!
He unlocked the shackles binding the girl. Too weak to hold herself up, she fell forward into a slump, her long, burgundy hair fanning around her limp body. And then...
You're a damned witch wearing a saint's skin!
The Lord raised the sword high above his head. Gratian, I'll be borrowing that.
What? Hey, ihr little son of a... Ich stelle mir gerade richtig vor, wie er so das hier in so aussieht, weißt du?
Nee.
Der Körper geht so hin und macht so...
Give
So
it.
wie Suko im Laden.
Ist das so geil?
Ja. Oh! What?
I hurled Gratian's long sword for the Lord. Yo, it's a geworfen,
Ja.
knocking his blade from his hands. The two swords rattled to the ground. I tossed my gaze to the girl for a split second. She was very clearly out of it, but she seemed to be briefing. Finally realizing a pair of slaves had just burst in on them, the nobles' panic swelled and one of them started shouting for the guards.
Well, fuck me sideways. There goes any chance we had at a surprise attack. Damn it all! And we had the perfect distraction too. Ah, to hell with it. Get in here, boys! Yeah! Wait a sec. Need my sword first.
Time out, time out! The next second, the room was enveloped in a cacophony of shouting and screaming and clanging. Most of the nobles carried swords, but very few actually seemed to have any idea how to use them. The majority scrambling for the back exit.
You insolent worm! Who do you think I am? Who the hell do you think I am? To threaten your lord is to slight God.
Ever the cocky bastard, see? Tell me, do you have any idea what's happening right now?
Silence, girl. You will regret ever defying me.
Ha! Nothing more original. You fat-brained fairy tale villain! Fairy tale hat noch schlechtere Seine Typ. Das ist so geil, wie Ruffy das gesagt hat.
Yeah.
I was the one who had said the Lord's death was not part of the plan. Yet there I was, going straight for him. Gratian was absolutely right. The Lord had been distracted with the girl when we arrived, but I had thrown that advantage away. I had seen God knows how many slaves killed in hardly 2 weeks' time. Wann ist das letzte Wano-Chapter?
Vom Jahr oder was?
Chapteranzahl.
1057.
Ah, okay, dann haben sie alles von Wano gecolored jetzt. Ich hatte gesehen 1056 gecolored. Kill in hardly 2 weeks. Adding another body to the pile shouldn't have phased me one bit. Logically, logically, there was no reason for me to care. But I couldn't just leave her. And of course, now that I picked the fight with the Lord, I had no choice but to follow through to the very end. It's
Bis zum bitteren Ende.
I dashed for the Lord, scooping up one of the dropped swords and swinging it down on him. But my blade cut through nothing but air. I had assumed he would be a pushover and then a noble, blessed with money and power and helpless to defend himself. So there was no hiding the look of shock on my face. Damn, he can move! Yeah, he got those moves. Pioneer slid out of range, swiping the remaining sword off the ground and whipping it through the air with practiced grace.
Perhaps you should save the snide yapping for when you have the skill to back it up in significant curve.
Ha! We see if you still feel the same way when I'm through with you. I closed the gap, we clashed. He swung, I parried. Steel and steel ripped through the hot air, carving ephemeral silver arcs in empty space. Our blades locked.
What are you hoping to accomplish with this revolt? What's your end game?
My endgame? To get out of this hellhole and be free from slavery once and for all.
I have my doubts about whether you ever were a slave at all. But no matter, why attack me? What do you care about the girl? Ich dachte ehrlich gesagt, er ist auch so gammelig, also Freund.
Ja.
What do you have to gain from saving her?
Er hat den krassen Magi Drip, das gibt ihm Boost. He's right. I have nothing to gain from rescuing the girl. All I've accomplished is making this whole process needlessly messy. That said, do I need to have something to gain? Are you saying I should just sit back and watch as you murder an innocent little girl? I was angry and I thought I'd do something about it. Nothing more, nothing less. Is it really so hard to understand?
Nothing more than a childish hero complex. Just the answer I would expect from a foolish little boy with his head in the clouds.
Excuse me?
You're a puny worm, powerless to truly save anyone. You merely want to help the girl so you can pat yourself on the back and pretend you did a good deed. You simply want an excuse to be proud of your worthless self. Look at her. The girl's hardly even breathing. She'll be dead soon enough with or without my help.
And who do you think is to blame for that? You don't have any right to judge the value of her life.
My role in this is irrelevant. Was saving a dead girl part of the plan? It wasn't, was it? You diverged from the script to rescue a girl whose life is of no worth to you whatsoever, all so you could momentarily feel good about yourself. That misstep will be the downfall of you, worm.
Enough!
I'll put you back in the ground where you belong.
Not a chance. God damn it. For a flamboyantly dressed asshole, he sure can fight. There's not nearly as much force behind his swings as Gradient's, but he's quick. I can hardly keep up, let alone react.
I hope you enjoy eternity in hell. You'll have plenty of time to reflect on your little lapse in judgment.
No, damn it. I can't let this bastard kill me when we're so close to succeeding. Need to keep my cool, yes. He's got me beat in agility, but Gradient's a much more skilled swordsman than him. I can handle this. So go on.
Sheer determination can only mask a lack of skill for so long, boy. Look at yourself. You're out of breath. That sword you're flailing around is getting heavier and heavier.
Shut your mouth! Damn it! I've hardly even broken a sweat. I swear to God, I will have your head. Yo, der kriegt einfach nicht ein. Man, Lord Barnier, your escape has been secured, my lord.
It seems our fun is over. Be grateful you're still breathing, Kerr.
Hey, Potato, wait, we're not done yet. Get back here, goddamn you. I made to go after him, but in an instant a wall of guards had formed between us. Traces of fear were visible in most of the aisles. Even exhausted as I was, I could have probably made it through. But before I could so much as consider attempting to give chase, I caught a glimpse of the girl, limp and covered in gashes, causing me to come back to my senses. What's gotten to me? There's no point in going after him. The slaves have been freed and his valuables plundered. The plan was a huge success. What I should be concerned with now is getting myself out of here. I need to stay focused. I took a moment to survey the hall, re-evaluate the situation. Things had progressed somewhat since I had got it in my head to go after the Lord. Many of the slaves were gone and the guards were beginning to mobilize. They were better equipped, trained and more fit than us. And we were, for the most part, fueled entirely by determination and righteous anger, which would only go so far in direct combat. Requiem was probably the only one on our side with any sort of real training. One man was not enough to win this fight, especially now that our main advantage, surprise, was exhausted.
Hey, Jacopo, if you're all finished with your business, I'd really like to get the hell out of here. I may be a baddest, but I ain't a god.
Right, yeah. Sorry for the hold up. Before regrouping with Gretchen, I knelt before the girl. Hello? Can you stand? Hello? Can you hear me? I gently shook the girl by the shoulder, and the only response I got was a limp wag of her head. It was clear she was in no condition to walk. I guess I'll have to carry her, I thought, and made to pick her up. I went and saw her face and gasped. Dear God! It was horrific. Unsettling marks covered the young girl's face. Primary repulsion was my first reaction, and shortly thereafter came overwhelming pity. I obviously had no way of knowing what kind of life the girl had led, but something told me it was far worse than any of the countless children who grew up in the slums, struggling day after day.
Hey, get moving. I ain't waiting around.
I'm coming! I grabbed the girl's arms, wrapping them around my neck from behind, and climbed to my feet. I could feel her breath, faint though it was, on my ear. You hanging in there. And then I broke into a dash, leaving the fading panic of the great hall behind. Guck die Umgebung an. Ja, Freunde, ich würde sagen, an der Stelle, mit diesem coolen Hintergrund, beenden wir dieses Let's Play, meine lieben Freunde.
Escape war successful.
Ja, boah, guck dir mal an, wie cool das hier aussieht. Ja, Freunde, ich würde sagen, nehmt den Like-Button auseinander, checkt in der Podcast Videos Streams ab, abonniert den Kanal. Ja, und damit würde ich sagen, ich bin der Glocke und Wiederschauen, Freunde. Und ciao.